Holiday hair loss is killing your hair and you don't even realize it. Let me break this down. Thanksgiving week is extremely stressful. Well, let me just say it this way. The holidays, period, can be extremely stressful. And when I say the holidays, I really am talking about Thanksgiving, Christmas, maybe you celebrate Kwanzaa, maybe you celebrate other holidays, just the holidays across the board. One, because we know that we have a ton of family and friends coming. We have to spend so much money. We know that Christmas is right around the corner. And guess what suffers the most during this time of the year? Because we're people who put everything and everybody else in front of us. I want you to take a wild guess. Say it with me. Your hair and your skin. What I want you to do is I want you to focus on your emotional and your mental stability this holiday season. I know you want to make everything perfect. I know you want your kids to feel like they had the best Christmas that they've ever had. I know you want to go and just spend and just have a great time. But let's be quite honest. Do you have it? Probably not. So we are really going to debunk a lot of those things that are really taking a toll on you. And I want you to use these different things that we talk about to be your motivation through the holiday season to say no stress, less stress, be happy, be thankful. And while in the process, take care of you. Because you is the one thing that gets neglected more than anything else. And I can promise you, no one thinks of you more than you should think of you. You know what's so funny though? When you stress, it shows more in your skin and your hair than anywhere else. You start noticing a lot of acne. You start noticing that you're having little breakouts that you probably have not had in many years, all because of stress. You also start noticing that your hair is shedding more, your hair is breaking more, your skin looks dull, your hair looks dull, your life looks dull, you feel dull, damn it. Emotional stress is one of those things where I call it a silent killer to the hair and a silent killer to the skin, while it's also a silent killer to your spiritual being. We want to take all the problems in our own hands and we want to figure it out, not knowing that you're causing 10 times more stress on your body by doing it that way, rather than just not leaning on your own understanding and leaning on God. That was a word I needed to give myself. I'm not excluded from this. I'm just the messenger. Did you know that even when you stress, your cortisol levels raise? A lot of us don't even know about cortisol, but cortisol is definitely one of those silent things that literally raises when we are dealing with stress. And the holidays seem to be the one part of the year that we stress the most. We don't even stress this much over our own birthday. We don't stress this much during childbirth. You start to age, you start to lose hair, you start noticing you're shedding more, you start noticing you're breaking more, you start noticing you're having dry patches, you start having acne breakouts, you start having all kinds of fine lines. And now, just because you didn't put yourself first, everything is down the actual drain. It's funny because I started noticing over the last couple of days that I had a pimple showing up here. I had one right here. I've had one pop up on my forehead that looks like the mark of Buddha, and I don't know why. And I said, you know what? Now is definitely the time that I need to do a little bit of self-care, and I also need to sleep because I haven't been sleeping. I still woke up this morning and said, you know what? I'm going to put on a full face. It's Thanksgiving. I'm going to look my best. I'm going to feel my best. I'm going to go out. I'm going to have a good time with family. And that's just what's going to happen. I got up this morning. I washed my face with our new pomegranate soap, ready to go. Now I'm going to get my face prepped, put a little bit of makeup on, and I'm going to make sure this baby lasts through the entire day because I probably won't be back here until the end of the day. And we're going to get my hair curled up. The one thing that I would always recommend is making sure that even if you take one day for the week, 1 hour for the week, you need to worry about you. Have a self-care day, do your hair, do your makeup. Even if you're not going anywhere, just put a little bit of foundation on your face, put on some really nice clothes. For your hair, let me just give you a free routine that you can definitely use that's gonna really help you to get you through the holidays, and you can stop saying, I don't have time, I don't have time. First things first, you need to make sure that you're clarifying your hair. Because if you're stressed, your hair is stressed, your life is stressed, your body is stressed. If the body's stressed, scalp is skin, hair grows by blood flow. They all are in the same circle. You need to make sure that you're taking really good care of your body, your skin, and your hair. So start with a clarifying shampoo, Cleanse out a lot of those toxins that you have literally been pushing out from stressing so much, and make sure you have a good reset for your hair before you go into your treatment. If you're one of those people who's dealing with a lot of shedding or breakage, this is the treatment that you're going to be using to stop or lessen the amount of shedding and breaking that you're having so that you can get through the holidays without worrying about your hair. For your treatment shampoo, we're going to use our moist repair, or we might even use the hair repair. Either or, you can choose which one. For your conditioner though, this is where all the magic is going to happen. You're going to get your Repair RX protein treatment. The protein treatment is what is going to stop that breaking, or it'll even lessen the shedding and lessen the breaking within the first 20 minutes, by the way. So you're going to use that Repair RX as your deep conditioning treatment. But remember, with protein, you do not use a processing cap. This is also the time that you can go and buy yourself a really nice soft bonnet dryer or a hooded dryer that you can sit under, because this is all a part of your spa day. This is a part of your self-care. You don't have to go to a spa to feel like you're getting spa services. You can do it to yourself. You're going to sit under that dryer for at least 15 to 20 minutes. And this is where all of that shedding is going to go, whoo, it's going to calm down. All of that irritation is going to calm down. Then once you do that protein treatment, this is when you're now going to go and you're going to rehydrate the hair, because this is the step that you all skip and forget that rehydration is vital when we're talking about a protein. Protein can be dehydrating, but the point of the protein is to help to strengthen and rebuild those bonds that are breaking, have broken, or are just weak, and your hair needs a little more strength, which is why you're stressing and why the hair is actually shedding. It's really just what we call a band-aid on the boo. It is needed when it's needed. It's not something that will be a part of your regimen forever. Well, let me not say not forever, but it's one of those things that won't be a part of your regimen unless you need it. Another thing that I also recommend, after you do your protein treatment, after you do your moisturizer, please don't skip your leave-in conditioner. Please don't skip your heat protectant. I know a lot of you want to rush out of this process because, again, you want to make it about everybody but you. But you can give yourself that 1 hour to take care of your hair and make sure you're doing it the right way. And leave-in conditioner is really an added insurance policy to your hair. It's going to make sure that after you've done this amazing wash day, after you've made sure that the hair is beautiful, it feels great, you start feeling great, everything is in the right direction, this insurance policy is going to ensure that later on it continues. You're getting blocked from those environmental things that can be damaging to the hair and the skin. You're making sure that you're protecting the hair through the elements. Now your wash day is done. You've done that part. What about your skin? What about taking care of that acne? What about moisturizing? What about drinking some water? Because I don't. So I'm talking to myself too. Get your water in, get your hydration in, because the skin really depends on it. But you want to make sure that you're also hydrating. But now is when you need to make sure that you're taking care of the skin, because you just took care of the hair. So when I say take care of the skin, if you have acne, if you have any type of skin issues, like you have oily skin, patchy skin, or dehydrated skin, if you're one of those people where you don't even use anything on your skin, but you want amazing skin, yet you don't do the work, I'm talking to you. This is when you want to make sure that you're getting a really good cleanser that is going to help fix the problems that you have. If you have oily skin, you can use our Radiant Glow Dark Spot Soap, which one, it'll help with the dark spots. Two, it's also going to help just take care of the skin in its entirety, making it nice and glossy, nice and glazy, nice and dewy. If you're one who struggles with acne, that's the pomegranate soap. You're going to use that to make sure that you are taking care of any of those breakouts that you might be having. So once you have that good cleanser, you want to make sure you have a good toner. You can use witch hazel. Witch hazel is a natural toner. You can get that almost anywhere. Tone that skin so that you can lock in all that you've just done with all of your Radiant Glow soaps, all your dark spot correcting, all of your acne treatment. And then after you use your toner, you need to get you a good moisturizer. Moisturizer is important. I used to skip that step because I thought that it wasn't important. Moisturizers I like to use at night, which I always recommend, are Glow Turmeric Moisturizing Serum. It's a good nighttime serum. It is really, really hydrating to the skin, but it also absorbs really, really well. And it's going to keep that skin looking glowy. Again, an added insurance policy to all the work you just did. Now that you've moisturized, your skin is dewy, your hair is cute, you're about to go to bed, or you might just be getting ready to go somewhere later today, make sure you protect that hair after all the work that you've done. Now that you got your little cute style, go ahead and use your satin scarf or your satin bonnet, whichever one you choose, and make sure that you're protecting that hair at night. I don't recommend bonnets if your hair is straight. I don't recommend bonnets if you have a relaxer and you're wearing your hair in a wrap. I don't recommend bonnets for any of that. If you have your hair in what we call a wash and go or a curly style, that's when you can use a bonnet. Other than that, you should be using a satin scarf. Most of you should have actually gotten one or the other if you shopped any of our sales, because we gave it to you for free. And then once you're done doing all of your routines, you're about to hit the streets, you're going outside, I want you to remember one more thing. And this one more thing is super duper important. Smile. We don't smile enough. We allow everything in the world to hinder our life. We stress about everything under the sun instead of just smiling. I have to remind myself to smile a lot. I used to not smile, not knowing that it was just making me look even more mean, making me look very angry. Smiling is important. Super duper important. Another thing that I forgot to mention when we talked about your hair care routine, if you're one of those people who likes to over abuse wigs, you like to over abuse those different braids and crochets, or even I'm not excluded, quick weaves. You can abuse those. A lot of you have been abusing those anyway, thinking this is going to be great because it's not going to require me to comb my hair, not knowing your hair actually wants you to touch it. It wants to feel nourished. It wants to feel like you're actually utilizing it. It has use. It has purpose. A couple of things that you can do if you're experiencing things like traction alopecia, you're experiencing things like hair loss or early onset hair loss, I want you to start taking some hair, skin, and nail vitamins. Talk to your physician because definitely, I'm not a doctor. Hair, skin, and nail vitamins have way more benefit than just biotin. Biotin is nice. Yes, it is. But it's only one of the B vitamins. You need a multitude of vitamins, not just B7. If you really just want B7, use our biotin boost. But I'm going to always say, get a good hair, skin, and nail vitamin, or even a prenatal. If you're anemic, you need to get that in check. Anemia is also another big reason why a lot of you are losing so much hair. And anemia can also be induced by what? Stress. Y'all heard me say it again? Stress. It's definitely a big part of everything. It's the culprit to a lot of our problems. And then lastly, I definitely recommend getting your cortisol levels checked. A lot of doctors don't check those unless you ask, unless you specifically advocate for yourself, which is exactly what I always tell you guys to do. Advocate for yourself. Tell your doctor, hey, I've been feeling this. I think I'd like to get my cortisol checked. And then, of course, today is Thanksgiving, right? Or if you're watching this video after the fact, today is the day that we all are going to legally overindulge. But I want to make sure that tomorrow you go and you cleanse your bowels, please. A lot of people don't believe in what we call in Jamaica, washo, cleansing out your colon. You can do that easily with something as cheap as Epsom salt and water. Cleanse your bowels, cleanse your body. While we're cleansing our spirit, while we're cleansing everything else, cleanse your insides. You just overindulged on everything under the sun. You got so excited, you've packed several plates. I'm guilty, I know. But now I want you to cleanse out your bowels. It's all into your self-care. And now that you've gotten all the keys that you need to the kingdom, to the queendom, I want you to also remember that even during the holidays, it's okay to say no. It's okay to take a 5-minute break. Go breathe, go walk. Say, I couldn't afford it this year, and I'm not gonna stress about it. That's the easiest thing to do. It's hard for me because I had to learn how to say no, and I still struggle with saying no. So guess what? I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to all of us. Me, you, and anybody else who's listening. I want you to remember that you didn't struggle today, because guess what? You took care of yourself first. So today was just another activity for the books. Take some pictures, make your hair look nice. It's clean now. It's washed. It's hydrated. It's not shedding. You're in love with yourself again. And then go out. Tomorrow's Black Friday. Go buy yourself something nice. Buy yourself a couple things nice. You haven't shopped in a long time. It's okay. You're taking care of you. Go buy yourself some shoes. Go buy yourself that dress that you've been eyeballing, whether it be online or somewhere else. Tomorrow's a great day to shop because everything's on sale. Don't forget to go and restock on all of your Elite Hair Care products and your Miss Crystal Williams products. That's a part of your self-care. Are you ready? It's Thanksgiving, baby. We're out in these streets. Bye.